I want to talk to you guys for a little bit because, I know that there's a huge thing going on right now. Everyone is saying they're a life coach. Every man is a life coach. Persons go to different places to get qualified to become life coaches. But what really qualifies you to be a life coach? What do you think qualifies you to be a life coach? For me, I think it's important for you to connect with somebody who has life experience. Would you agree with that? Yeah, I think you need to connect with somebody who has his life experience. I think it's important for you to connect with somebody who actually knows what they're doing. No, I'm not saying I'm the best guy in the business. Don't get me wrong, there are some great guys out there. But I want you to understand that if you're a man and you're seeking to connect with a life coach, you at least want to connect with somebody who can relate to your journey. For example, I remember my first marriage. Yes, I was divorced. I was married for 10 years. It was one of the toughest things for me to leave that marriage, but I recognized that it was unhealthy, it was toxic, it was physically, emotionally, psychologically abusive, and I had to make the tough decision to leave that relationship. How did I recover from that? What was the thing that gave me the edge to now be married again for another 10 years? Yeah, I know I don't look that young or that old, but yes, for another 10 years I'm going great. And if you ever talk to my partner, she'll tell you, the rage, the abuse, all those things that I once did, I'm not doing anymore because I had to go through my process of healing. So what about you? Don't you think lining yourself up with somebody who can relate to that will help you more on your journey towards healing? I've had to learn what it looked like to not be in my daughter's life anymore. She's 14 now, okay? And, we still connect, but it was hard to do that, to have walked away from that marriage. So you may be struggling with addictions. Don't you want to line yourself up with someone who have struggled with their own addiction? When I was in high school, I used to leave school every day just to go and smoke marijuana with my friends. And I did it for a number of years. And I've had to learn how to overcome that desire to go drinking, to go smoking, to stay in unhealthy associations. I've had to learn to separate myself from that. What about you? Don't you think if you're looking for a men's life coach, it would be important for you to connect with someone who just has more than book knowledge, but heart knowledge? Trauma and grief is something that I'm familiar with. There was a time in my life, guys, when in space of 2.5 years, I lost, I want to say, 10 to 12 friends, guys that we used to run around in the streets together. We used to go to the bus stop to wait for the bus together. We used to cook food together at summertime. We used to go to parties together. And as we grew older, the associations, all these guys, I saw all of them, or most of them, they died tragically, either because of their involvement in gangs, or they were gunned down by the authorities. Some of them became, names went on the most wanted list. So if you are seeking a life coach, a men's life coach, don't you think it's important for you to line yourself up with someone who had to do their own healing and therapy to overcome their own trauma? And what I'm saying to you guys is this. As a men's life coach here at XY Spark, I get it. I know what it is like to be in a relationship where your partner tells you that you're good for nothing, that you're a leech, that, you're just not making it, you're not matching up. I know what it feels like to struggle with alcohol use and drug use. I know what it feels like to be surrounded with people who were not going in the right direction. They weren't helping you to grow. And I know what it feels like to take my life back from these things, to start living. and becoming the best version of myself. You too can learn how to become the best version of yourself. But what's important is for you to connect with somebody who's not just doing it based on theory, but they're doing it based on practicality. And here at XY Spark, we're saying if you reach out to us, if you connect with us, we are promising you that we will be with you every step of the way. And if you sign up for our program, The Masculinity Blueprint, we will be with you. We will coach you. We will work with you every step of the way to take you from where you are to where you want to be. If it's trauma you're struggling with, we will be there with you. If it's substances, we will be there with you. If it's self-esteem, we'll be there with you. If it's self-doubt, if it's post-traumatic stress, we will be there with you. Why? Because we have been there. What's more powerful than that? Having a life coach, receiving psychoeducation and mentorship from someone who has walked that path before. And so, guys, I'm your boy, Rolando, your life coach here on XY Spark. And I would love to hear from you. I'd love you to comment below this video. I'd love you to take the bold step to seek to access the work that we're doing, the supports that we are here to offer to you. I'm saying to you guys that this is the moment, this is the time for you to break the chain and restore holistic, healthy masculinity. You know, as men, we invest. Yes, we do. We invest in several things, in crypto, in our partners, in toys, in properties. We invest in so many different things. We invest in oil. We invest in, anything that comes along. Sometimes, guys, we even invest and we lose. I'm saying that if you invest in yourself, how will you lose? There's no lose, it's a win-win. Okay? And so it's important for you to seek to invest in yourself by reaching out to us, connecting with us, and let's talk. So guys, I'm going to put all the link in this video at the bottom. Reach out to us, contact xyspark.com, email us, and let's start this journey of healing. Listen, your change is just a click away. Remember, we told you, and we continue to tell you here, that at XY Spark, we believe that there is a spark in you, because personal development is not an event, it's a lifestyle. And we want to teach you how to bring this lifestyle to fruition. I hope to hear from you soon, guys. Take care and keep safe.